What team you taking next cycle, champ? Mm. I'm gonna wait to see who people take.
Welcome everyone to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the ACC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Zips will boot it away to start the game.
Just to stop some user for getting the top team, you know, like for example, I don't know.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He's looking to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return, it's Hart. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Zips offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's got his man across the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
There's only one more game today, the Lakers game? Or is it 2?
They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Detroit has to win one of these games.
He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Zips are threatening in the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Because your young guys are finally
developing. On 3rd down. Finds his big tight end.
They
get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. Getting set for the point after. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use
Did you
my
guys know that
wheels
like
and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive.
Yeah,
they got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Makes the grab. Running with power. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass.
Some think purified.
He'll get rid of it.
Freaking possible.
It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Kennesaw State right back to work.
I think the defense just forgot about the tight end on that play. It was easy. Came out of his stance, worked down the middle of the field, caught the pass, looked around. Nobody there. He's able to pick up the first.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That was bad.
Trying play action. Fires left. Complete downfield. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. It's complete. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that.
And down he goes back at the 3. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Off he goes. Running inside the 20. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
I know that shows.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Zips line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
What was the first hit that he ever wore?
Touchdown, Akron! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
How about the OC slip it in the screen?
A little behind, but
Try to mix it up,
quarter
slow
3.
down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back,
that's
let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen, to change it up a little bit, and get the big touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Yeah, I would
We're
say
about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense
They'll never make you just like you.
Great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I like the running back there on the route. The patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's complete.
Say what?
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for him.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
First
Give to the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, my God.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Now improvising. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They get to the line quickly.
We should have stayed right here, see.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish.
We got that damn 5 in.
Try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look. And
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half. Fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points.
I don't know why they all have
those sides. So come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense did a great
Man, I'm
job.
so glad
Third and
that's
short on the opponent's side of the
now.
field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on
probably
your
how
own
it's
side
going to
of the
be,
field,
though.
but I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
No playoff.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
What do you got to rest for? You just rested for a whole week.
And down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has a second down play. He's got it down the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Dude. My starting quarterback just got hurt. Broken tailbone. We'll miss the rest of the season. What the fuck?
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
That's the first time I've ever had a player.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Zips are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They stop him just a leap or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it.
Finally got his 23 down in the system. It was like 37.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires into the end zone. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you.
Can anyone catch him? There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Steps away. He makes a catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw it again. He's right on target.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
I think it's pretty cool.
He's on the ropes. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Out of the gun to give to the back.
I miss the old Oracle music.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find the matchup that...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run him that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Not a chance. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. Got a lot of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
So why did Bob Myers go from being the GM?
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Quick handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pulls it in. It's Darnold. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your back back's against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide. He'll do the rest. He'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page. Quarterback, wide receiver.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 38 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
The Zips are in the hurry-up. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hussein. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And wait just a second. The official is going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Turning to the running game on first and goal.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? We're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro. Not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for him up to this.
He lost one down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Zips want to crank the tempo. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target over the middle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball.
Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First down here for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to impose their will with the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called. The clock stops with 26 seconds left. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He's got great speed. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? You just can't come up with a completion.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. This is a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Zips.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Looking for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. It's incomplete as the two-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned